I just want everyone to know. I'll tell the world, yeah. I'll tell the world. I just want everyone to know.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome, Cat Nation Live. Ready to rock, ready to roll on this beautiful and blessed whatever day it is. Thursday. NFL football day. I will be at the game myself. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'll be at the game courtesy of our friends over at DraftKings. Ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to go to the game. I'm ready. We got a game of the week today. We got a college football game of the year on Saturday. Man, who's ready for a big fucking weekend? The weekend starts today. Weekends are starting on Thursday this week because there's going to be a big fucking party this week. Let me tell you. We are going to absolutely party this week. I, for one, cannot absolutely wait. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Juan, the other Juan, back-to-back Juans, Rich, Little Heat, Brandon, Shane, KD, Keith Davis himself, Thomas Cross, good morning. Justin, good morning. Light little crowd brewing. I know there's some of you lurking in the background. I know there are. Nonetheless, live show yesterday. We hit one of them yesterday. The over 1.5 in the first 5. Got lucky on that one. Maxie. Maxie did it to us yesterday. The fuck was that? Maxie did it to us yesterday, folks. He got us good. I see the board is going haywire today. Nonetheless, we do have a new board. It just needs to be installed. Hopefully, by this weekend, we'll have it up so that way we can do some killer stuff with it. Braves first 5 team total over 1.5. We got lucky on that one. Braves first 5. We got crushed on that one. Not really crushed because it was just a small free play, but nonetheless, did drop that one. Rich, good morning. Man, I just made a coffee right before we went live, and I forgot it in the break room. I see how the day is starting. Forgetfulness. But nonetheless, we are not going to forget about my big game of the week. That is today. So do not miss out. If you guys are on it, if you had it last week, you need to log back in. Alrighty, I was just taking a look at something. You need to log back into your account, and you need to jump on board it. If you were on it last week, you get it this week. Courtesy, because last week I donked it off, which does not happen very often. So you guys all know what's going to happen today. It is going to be a monster bounce back, and I'll be honest, I really like it. It's a sport that plays with a ball, not a puck. That's about all I'm telling you. Sign up by 7 p.m. and you will cash golden as well. DT says that's how focused you are. I can't even remember the coffee. That's what I always say. Fuck, I made it. But it's right out there. I left it on the counter. But hey, it's all right. We'll deal without it. We'll roll through the live show today, and we'll have some fun. We're going to break down some college football. We're going to break down the NFL game. We're going to see what kind of damage we can do. Rich says if I fly you down there, you install the board and give the wheel some WD-40 for the weekend, right? Give me 1 second. All right. Seth says we're going to make money tonight. or make more money tonight than we have with Shiba. Uh-oh. The board's going out. Did I show you guys this computer screen? Did I show you guys this computer screen? It'll pop back up. It literally looks like, so the board is run off a computer. I don't even know if you guys can see it from here, but it's completely literally completely smashed. Completely smashed. And I don't know what happened. It looks like somebody stepped on it, so we got to replace that one. That's for sure. But anyways, we are going to be making some money. In Hobo Shiba, it took a little hit. I mean, I know my value was up to about 30,000. I only put 1,600 into it, and I was up to about 30K, and it's hovering around the 24, and it keeps going down to 18, up to 25, somewhere in between. It is all over the fucking place. And I'm just glad it survived the night without tanking too far. I know it had a big drastic drop at like 6 in the morning. That shit wasn't worth very much anymore. But I'm glad it's hovering. It's hovering at the, the 0.0007166 mark. But I put 1,600 into it, and I said, you know what? I fucking waste more on bullshit. So if I lose it, I lose it. But maybe it'll go to 10 cents, and we'll have the biggest fucking Cap Nation party that you have ever thought of having. That'd be pretty fucking cool. Would definitely be pretty cool. Can you imagine that one? Can you imagine all of a sudden this shit's worth $33 million? The party that we will be having. Cap Nation Live will be in like Costa Rica. DT says it'll get to 3 zeros. Trust me, Kyle, don't sell. I'm not selling nothing. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm in it for the long haul, and I'm hoping it hits at least a penny. I figured, you know what? I've already doubled my money 4 times. I only need it to double 6 more to be like 30 million. Or whatever the case is. So it already doubled 4. Why can't it double 6 more times? TT, right? We could have that anyways. That we could have anyways. But 33 million would have, multiple bringing it. Do you want this cup or that cup? Yeah, can you imagine Cap Nation all flying to Costa Rica on my dime? That would be, hey, we will have a party. That is for sure. That shit hits 10 cents, we're having a massive party. Massive party. Alrighty, so we're going to jump into it. I'm gonna pull up my information. That way we can get this party started. And then we could keep dreaming of old Shiba. Seth says 50% of my money is spent on food, gambling, and women. The rest I waste. I could relate. I don't know if it's in that denomination, but Justin, when will the college football game of the year be up? It can be up anytime from today to tomorrow. Well, obviously till Saturday, but we're anticipating it being up anytime from possibly later tonight until sometime tomorrow. More than likely, no later than tomorrow afternoonish, or maybe around this time tomorrow. That's what I expect. But I mean, it's possible we have it up on the website ready to go, and we're just monitoring the line, trying to make sure that we're able to give everybody the best opportunity, if you know what I mean. But yeah, trust me, as soon as we will make some noise once it's up. We will definitely make some noise. All right, so I've got everything popping up. Shapendi, thanks for jumping on board the college football game of the year. Benjamin, thanks for jumping on board as well. Brian, as well as Ryan, thanks for jumping on board my game of the week today. Mark, thanks for jumping on board the combo package. Because you made a single purchase for $300 or more, you get my game of the week today free. And that applies to anybody that makes a purchase, a single purchase of $300 or more. You will get my game of the week free. Steven, Greg, Reed, thanks for jumping on board the college football game of the year. Tanisha, thanks for jumping on board a week of the NHL package. By the way, NHL, red fucking hot, continues. Another 2-0 yesterday in the NHL. And, no, we ain't just taking favorites. We had Florida yesterday, minus 125, and then we had Toronto yesterday as well. Alexandra says, just a prediction. I like the Cards tonight, that's for sure. I just don't want the ball in Rodgers' hand with 1 minute left to win it. I don't think anybody ever does. If you're backing the Cards, you better hope that it's an absolute rout, an absolute blowout. Because if the Packers are down by 7, down by 6, down by 5, down by 4, 3, 2, or 1, and they have the ball under 3 minutes, your hopes and dreams are in trouble. No joke. I feel the exact same way, and it's not a situation you want to find yourself in, because you're going to lose more times than not when faced with that situation. When faced with that situation, it ends wrong for us more times than not. Joe Free says, I agree, Matt Rodgers will use Tunyon. Tunyon is always a great option and somebody he trusts as well. Remember, J.J. Watt is out. More than likely, season-ending surgery. Matt says it's not going to be a blowout. It's going to be a back-and-forth point fest. But just remember, many a times we feel that a game will be a point fest. And by the way, I never said it was going to be a blowout. I said if you're backing the Cardinals, you better hope it's a blowout. Many a times, everything points to a back-and-forth point fest, and you get the under. And let's be honest, an under in this one, 51 is still a lot of points, but it's definitely not a lot of points for these two offenses. That's for sure. These two offenses, 51 is not a lot. Rich says, no, Devontae means a lot of checkdowns and runs, control the line of scrimmage, and maintain time of possession. Time of possession will be key to keep Arizona off the field. That I do agree with. When you take a look at today's game, first of all, I mean, this is the battle of 13-1 combined. 7-0 Cards, the only undefeated team, 6-1 Green Bay. If you guys remember 6 weeks ago, fucking everybody, what the hell's going on with Aaron Rodgers? Do you guys remember that? We weren't. We're like, it's week 1, settle the fuck down. Week 1, the Packers get toasted by the Saints, 38-3. Since then, they've rattled off 6 straight wins. Now, in my opinion, they may not be the toughest of competition wins. They beat the Lions 35-17. They beat the 49ers barely 30-28. In my opinion of the 49ers, is they're a joke. They beat the Steelers by 10. Tough competition there. They beat the Bengals, who should have beat them a couple of times, 25-22. They beat the Bears 24-14, and they beat the football team 24-10. The level of competition that the Packers have played, including playing the 49ers, I just don't think the level of competition And then there's Arizona. They beat the Titans 38-13, smoked them. They beat the Vikings in a nail-biter 34-33. They could have easily lost that game. They beat Jacksonville, smoked them 31-19. They put up 37 against the Rams and beat them 37-20. They beat the 49ers in a low-scoring game 17-10. They beat the Browns, the tough Browns, 37-14. And they just beat up Houston 31-5. Green Bay 23-10-1 against the spread versus an opponent after a blowout straight-up win of 20 points or more. Arizona's just 2-8 against the spread their last 10 games at home against limited mistake offenses that average less than 1.5 turnovers per game. Mr. Reyes, everything is good. Thank you, sir. Alexander says, saw what the Cards did against the Rams. Very hard to bet against them. Tough to bet against them. 100% agree. Betting against the Cards right now, tough to do. Seth, when they post numbers, and they usually put stats out, they're usually opening numbers. They're usually always opening numbers, not closing, because closing is harder for them to track for when it comes to the stats. Green Bay 16-3 to the over their last 19 games on a winning streak of 6 or more games. However, the last 4 Green Bay games have gone under. The last 4 have gone under. The football team, the Bears, the Bengals, and the Steelers, all under, and under. The last time these two teams faced off, in 2018, throw all of that shit right out the window. Matt B dropping a big stat. Says Aaron Rodgers, record without Adams. In the last 2 seasons, he's 6-0 with a quarterback rating of 120. Averages over 300 yards per game without Adams. Those are impressive numbers, that's for sure. That's for sure. Now, let's talk about defenses, because both defenses have the capability to shut either team down. We all know what the offenses can do. We know that offensive numbers, and we'll go over those, and we'll touch on those here in a minute. But I think where we really need to focus in on, regardless if you like the over, regardless if you like the under 50.5, you have to focus in on the defensive numbers. And some of them I do believe can be misguiding. For instance, points per game, what the defenses give up. Green Bay gives up 20.9 points per game. 20.9. So just under 3 touchdowns. The Cards give up 16.3 points per game. However, when you start dissecting those numbers, you have to take into consideration the level of competition. We all know the football team is not a high-scoring team. We all know they only gave up 10 to the football team. They gave up 14 to the Bears, who are not a high-scoring football team. They gave up 17 to the Steelers, who haven't had the big flashes this year. They gave up 17 to Detroit, so obviously the defensive numbers are going to be on the lower side for the Packers. And then you look at the Cardinals, who are giving up just 16.3 points per game, under 2 touchdowns and a field goal a game. They gave up 13 to the Titans, who have the capability to show flashes and score a bunch of points. They gave up 19 to Jacksonville, and that's a lot for Jacksonville. They gave up 20 to the Rams. Okay, they stopped the Rams. Definitely got to take note of that one. 49ers have not been a high-scoring, high-flashy team, although they put 28 up against Green Bay in the beginning of the season. They put up just 10 against the Cardinals. The Browns have shown flash and the capability to score, and they put up only 14 against the Cardinals. Then there's Houston, who can't score for shit and only put up 5. There's a lot of games between the 14 games played between both of these teams where they played, I don't want to say a gimme opponent because it's the NFL. Any given Sunday, any one of these teams could have a great game. But the level of competition on the offenses that they faced, I just don't think have been there. So a lot of their numbers, their points per game, are extremely low, that average. But when you look at the rushing numbers, it tells a lot. Arizona gives up 116 on the ground. It's not the fact that they give up 116. They give up 5 yards per carry. The only reason why it's only 116 and not 170 or 160 is because they're only on average having to defend 23 run plays a game compared to 34 passing plays. When a team is down and they're down big, they're just not going to run the ball. So the emphasis on the run is just not going to be there. They're not going to have to defend it. The fact that they've only had to defend it 23 times, and on average they give up 5 yards per carry, that's a lot. The Packers, no different. They end up defending 25 running plays a game. They give up 121 a game on the ground, 4.9 yards per carry. Safe to say 5 yards a carry. When you're ahead, you generally don't have to worry about a team running the ball. Unless you're playing the Titans and they're going to run the ball regardless. The thing with the total that scares me is controlling time of possession, which will be key to keep Murray off the field. Never has what's going on. As far as the actual line on the game, you got the Cardinals laying 6.5, and that line is dropping. It's now laying 107. It's now laying 107 for the juice, so you can get -6, minus $1.17. As far as the total goes, over and under 50.5. I definitely lean towards the over. Never once did I say it's not going to be a high-scoring game or that the Cardinals were going to blow them out. I said that if you're backing the Cardinals, you better hope they're blowing them out so Aaron Rodgers doesn't have that ball with 3 minutes left and a chance to spoil your party. Cards laying 6.5 minus 107 or 6 minus $1.17 in the total over and under 50.5. First half numbers, Cardinals laying 3.5 with an over and under 24.5. Joe Free says Green Bay will cover, not sure if they win, but I believe they keep it close. I can't see a blowout here, but I could be wrong, but doubt it. Matt says the line opened up at 3.5. Is Adams really worth 3? They didn't give the correction for Adams to 3. That's for sure. When the line opened up, those are always early lines. And when you get a huge influx of everybody, 3 is fucking awesome. 3 was a mistake. But keep in mind, J.J. Watt being out. Cards getting pass rusher back anyways. This will be our Thursday night matchup of the year, that's for sure. As far as the game goes, I lean towards the Packers and Cards over 50.5. And that's just a lean. That's just a lean. As well as the side, I lean on the Cardinals. I like that the line is dropping. If I was going to bet them, I would probably wait. I'd probably wait. Now, Joe says Aaron Jones, 100-plus rushing yards all day. If you're saying that because Adams is out, you got to look at the stats. I think a key to the Packers game has to be controlling that time of possession, which would make the run game even more of, a huge key. We all know Rodgers is greedy with the ball. He's going to pass it. Tunyon, Hell Jones. He's going to pass it a lot. We already know that. I can't see him changing his strategy, even though keep Murray off the field and put some touchdowns on the board, you're going to win. Roy, doing good. Thank you. Thomas, thanks for jumping back on board the combo package, brother. I got my game of the week headed your way, sir. Glad to have you back on board for that. It's just been credited to your account, brother. And we're going to cash big on my game of the week. By the way, if you're not on my game of the week, you have until 7 p.m. Eastern time to get on board. 7 p.m. Eastern time to get on board. Hold on one second. All right. I was being asked what I like to drink for the game tonight. I drink anything. So, as far as this one goes, I don't know if I necessarily like the first quarter over. We may see a slow start, and then things ramp up, or we may just get the points right off the bat. We may just get the points right off the bat, or we may see a little defensive battle early before things open up. So sorry to hear that, Roy. That's horrible. My thoughts and prayers to you and your family. First quarter is sitting at BetOnline at 10 plus money at plus 105. I'm enticed by it. Obviously, I could probably shop around and find 9.5 minus $1.20 somewhere, which I would be more inclined to do. I'd be more inclined to do than the 10 for the first quarter. But if you think both teams are going to put up a touchdown, you can get each individual team total at BetOnline for the first quarter pack at 3.5, over 3.5 at plus money, plus 135, if you think they can get a touchdown. Or 6.5 minus 135 for the Cards. You can also get first quarter over 7.5 at DraftKings, minus $1.60 and lay some juice and get it minus over 7.5. Fucking enticing right there. But we may see a 3-3. Six total points in the first quarter. That would suck. That would suck for sure. All right, so I lean on the Cards, laying 6 minus $1.17, but I would wait. I would literally wait and see where this line comes. I think we'll see a lot of money on Green Bay. I think we'll see a lot of money on your Green Bay. And it's nice to see everybody sending condolences to Rory. Losing a family member, let alone your mom, is it's horrible. It's horrible. I haven't been there, and so I can't say I know what you feel like because I don't. But man, I do feel horrible, and definitely from all of Cap Nation, thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. Rich says Green Bay first quarter over 2.5. How can anybody turn that down? If you got 2.5, bet it and bet it now. If you got 2.5, bet it and bet it now. Two and a half looks like a gold mine. Give me 1 second here, folks. Alrighty. Nathan says not having Devontae Adams will be the X factor. I think it was Matt. Somebody posted the stats of Aaron Rodgers. Without Adams, he's 6-0 with a QB rating of 120 and averaging 300 yards passing a game. It's pretty good. Mike Fernandez, thanks for jumping on board. My game of the week later on today. Thank you, brother. Glad to have you on board. All right, so let's take a look at some college football. Let's take a look at some college football. We get 2 games. We've been blessed with just 2 games today. We get Troy and Coastal Carolina, and then we get South Florida and ECU. Now, we have plays in all of these, so I'm going to give you the fast, abbreviated versions of both of these. Obviously, Troy, Coastal Carolina, Troy 4-3 on the year, just 2-5 against the spread. Have not covered a spread when they've lost. Coastal Carolina 6-1 straight up, 4-2-1 against the spread. Losing last week 30-27 against App State. They were laying 4.5. Rubber Band Sauce, can you parlay the game of the week and the game of the year? Game of the year is not posted yet, so I'd have to say no unless it gets posted beforehand, which I don't think it will, but you never know. Troy 7-0 to the under. The last 7 games on the road after a game with a turnover margin of +3 or better. When you take a look at this game 109 and 110. First of all, let me pull up the live odds courtesy of our friends over at BetOnline. William tuning in via text. Good morning, brother. It would definitely be fire, that's for sure. You got the line on this one. Coastal Carolina laying 17. That line is dropping just a tad bit. It went from -$1.15 to -108. The +17 on Troy is -$1.12 with a total over and under 49.5. And we're going to have plays on the side and total on this one somewhere along the line. So if you want to know, you got to get on board. Yeah, Shane, you could actually get the first quarter at 7.5 -$1.60. Just so you know, 7.5 -$1.60. But chances are, if you hit 7.5, you're going to hit at least 9. Troy averaging 25.3 points per game. Coastal Carolina 45.7. But where you really need to focus in on is the defenses here. Coastal Carolina has been a lockdown, giving up just 17.1 points per game, 19.6 for Troy. Troy giving up just 95 yards a game on the ground, 2.6 yards per carry. Coastal Carolina, the run defense not as stout, 144 a game at 4 yards per carry against the likes of Citadel, Kansas, Buffalo, Mass, Louisiana, Monroe, Arkansas State, and App State. They have had problems defending the run. Both teams are still in the plus category in turnovers, +1 for Coastal Carolina, +5 for Troy. Now, keep in mind, I have plays on both sides of these, so, telling you which one, at least on this one, is not going to happen. Maybe the next one. But as far as this one goes, if you want to know, you got to get on board. But where we're really going to focus our effort in the breakdown is going to be the South Florida and ECU game. All right? Because I do have something that I feel is going to be a big win for all of us. I do have something that I do believe will be a big win for all of us. Now, South Florida and ECU. Oh, Dowdy Flickin Stadium here. All right, in North Carolina, that's where the game's going to be played. Game 111 and 112. So if you're trying to find the odds, and this shouldn't be that hard. There's only 2 games today. South Florida comes in plus 10 at minus 105. The line is shifting towards ECU with the line moving the juice-wise a little bit. ECU still laying 10 minus $1.15 now. It was minus $1.10 with a total over and under 56 points. First half numbers, ECU laying 6 with a total over and under 28.5. With the juiced at minus 105, they've got the total up a half a point from where it probably should be. But it's that extra number, making it a fifth touchdown and extra point, or a 5th score. First quarter numbers set at over 13 at plus 100 even money. Individual team total, South Florida at 23.5, ECU at 33.5. When you start diving into this game, ECU averaging 28.7 points a game. They put up 33 against App State. They put up 20 against South Carolina. They put up 42 against Marshall, 31 against Charleston Southern, 52 against Tulane, just 16 in a loss to UCF and 24 in a loss to Houston last week. They are riding a 2-game losing streak. And then you've got South Florida that averages 23.9 points per game. Their individual team total set at 23.5. They put up nothing, a big goose egg against NC State. They put up 20 against Florida. They put up 38 in a win over Florida A&M. They put up 27 in a loss to BYU. They put up 17 in a loss to SMU, and they put up 34 in their win over Temple. South Florida averaging 44 running plays to 26 passing plays. Run, pass. Run, pass. They average 182 a game on the ground, 4.1 yards per carry. They average 170 in the air, 6.5 yards per passing attempt. Then you've got ECU. That's pretty even, Steven, when it comes to the running and the passing. 36 run plays at 151 a game on the ground, 4.2 yards per carry. And 35 passing plays at 269 in the air at 7.7 yards per passing attempt. So you're going to get both out of ECU. As far as the defenses go, it's South Florida's defense that gives up the most at 32.3 points per game, 28.4 for ECU. South Florida giving up 201 yards a game on the ground, 5.8 yards per carry. They can't stop the run. They give up a lot of runs. All right, look for ECU to have some big runs tonight. They give up 263 in the air, 8.1 yards per passing attempt. Look for ECU to exploit that secondary of South Florida. ECU's defense, not much matched up any better. All right, they give up 28.4 points per game. They give up 151 a game on the ground, 4.3 yards per carry. A little better stat there, but they get torched in the secondary as well, giving up 279 at 7.7 yards per passing attempt. South Florida +2 on the turnovers. ECU even Steven. As far as this one goes, I expect some points. Now, I don't know if we necessarily pop the 56. I do believe we will. Now, if ECU blows them out, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, they blow them out, that total could potentially be in limbo of not going over. Sometimes blowouts stay under. Total of 56 is not very high, especially for college. I think the books have it priced right. But where I think there will be value, where I think there's value is in the team total of ECU. If the game goes over, ECU's team total goes over, 33.5. If ECU blows out South Florida, the game goes over. Or ECU's team total goes over. If it's a close game and it's somehow the total's not over yet and it goes to OT, I do believe ECU's team total will go over. To me, I can't see how, in all the scenarios, unless South Florida just blows them out and ECU can't do shit. I just can't see how ECU's team total does not cash for us. Got that pole spinning. What the heck? Hold on. There we go. ECU team total. One day it'll work properly. Over 33.5. The juice on this one is even. All right, I mean, not even, but I mean, it's normal. Minus $1.10. We're not having to lay any extra. ECU's team total over 33.5. I like it. I like it. ECU's first half team total over 16.5. I also like. I also like it. How much am I betting on my game of the week? I've already got 10 on it. 10K, that is. And I'll probably have at least another 10 on it. At least another 10 on it. A nominal bet. Nice solid wager. Maybe another 15, maybe 25. We'll see. It'll be good though, no matter what. Gonna put some money in my pocket. Alrighty. So, short, sweet, and right to the point today. Ain't wasting no time today. We are going to have a monster day today. You guys all know I had a rough day yesterday on my personal plays. Fact of life, it happens. We've been cold. We've been real fucking cold. Well, today, folks, we get hot. I am putting out 3 personal plays and my game of the week. I am going 4-0. Fact. Remember, my game of the week, you have until 7 p.m. Eastern time to get on board. That's the cutoff. 7 or 7:30, somewhere around there. If you still see the package available, it's still available to purchase. All right? If you see the package online to purchase, still available to purchase. Any purchase today over $300. So if you make a single purchase of $300 or more today, you will get my game of the week free. And remember, Saturday, not only do we have Guaranteed Saturday, but we also have our college football game of the year. No, it is not Guaranteed Saturday. It is something completely different. It is a special one-off event. So don't miss that one. You can get the game of the year, the college football game of the year, for a measly, whopping $50. Thomas says, hope so, because I'm parlaying your game of the week and personal plays for $500 a day. I love it. Just make sure it's not your all in case we go 3-1 with a game of the week winner. But you can get the game of the year in a combo package. It's $200. You get a week of premium plays, or a week of my personal plays, or a week of that red hot soccer, including the game of the year for $200. So please do not miss out on anything that we're going to be doing this weekend because it's going to be big and fun. We're going to make an absolute shit pile of money, and it all starts today. So you guys as well, make sure you guys don't miss out. You guys want something fun in the NBA? Go watch the Daily Free Play video. Not only did we win another one for you guys yesterday, we were going to win another one for you guys today in the Daily Free Play video. We're all buddies here. We're all family, Cap Nation family. Don't matter if you're male, female, color of your skin, who you vote for, what's in your bank account or what not's in your bank account, what you do for work, what you don't do for work. We're all family here. We love each and every single one of you. All right, guys, I am out. Enjoy your day. My personal plays will be out here shortly. Premium plays are on the website. Let's have a great day. Bet responsibly today. And let's hammer the... I was going to curse again. I'm going to try not to. Let's hammer the absolute snot out of the books and start humping the bookie's leg again. It's been a while since we humped the legs of the books. We're going to do it today. We're going to do it again Saturday, all right? Good luck, everybody. Wager responsibly, and I'll see you guys all live tomorrow morning celebrating our big Game of the Week win.